And we are up and living and alive. So, where is... this? Alright. Shoot, I need to pull up streamer and speaker bot. All right. Should hopefully have 1 or 2 people in here soon. I should probably go ahead and test the chat. Perfect. And it should also pop up on stream. Perfect. So I need someone here. Hello, Arba boy. I wanted at least 1 person here so I could show off what I added. So if I go ahead and click this button, ta-da! I'm here. In the flesh. You can now see my hands, see my keyboard, all that. But I think we just about go and get started. Hello. Finger reveal, yes. Hello, Blake. Welcome. Where's my mouse? My mouse is gone. There it is. Okay, so the game is broken. I have to reload it. They took my mouse. Again. You can also see the blaring white light. Okay, my mouse is still gone. Dang it. Okay, so I guess we have to have it in windowed. GTS is on. Oh shoot, you guys can't hear it. Hold on.
OMG. Femboy socks in your hands.
Yes, indeed.
Test.
There we go. I fixed it. I am gonna quickly fix this up. There we go. You guys don't have the black borders, I do. On just one more test. Yeah, no, my mouse is still gone.
Do a hand reveal.
Hand reveal is technically right here. This is the best you get.
Hand
right.
warmers.
Yes. Hand warmers.
Femboy socks.
Close enough. Alright. Everything would be easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Wait, what is this? I can't delete her? Why isn't it working? Wait, she can't die? That's just going to screw up everything. Oh god, I overdid this. I thought I had full control over the code. I really messed up. Help me. No! I jerk and rise from
This
the bed
game
suddenly.
reminds me of One Shot TBH.
Huh? How does DDLC remind you of One Shot? I don't see it. Anyways, I rise up from the bed. The hell? I shake my head
Both
and rub
break
my eyes
fourth
as I...
wall LOL.
Fair, but like... One, you're a tiny little...
And there's a
cat
lot
child.
of talking.
Okay, you know what? Fair. Alright.
Make no fucking sense. What if that shot was big though?
It'd be a big shot. I shake my head and rub my eyes as I reach for the phone on my nightstand. It's around
It's
2 in
just
the
a
morning.
visual novel.
Yeah, this one is a visual novel, that one isn't. It's around 2 in the morning, so I didn't get a good night's sleep. I rub my eyes and take a look out my bedroom window. To my surprise, Sayori's bedroom lights seem to be on, which confuses me.
One
Maybe she
Shot
just
2
forgot to
is
turn
a
off the
visual
lights before
novel
she
you
went to
move
bed.
around.
One Shot is not a... I do not believe One Shot is still considered a visual novel because of the fact you move around.
And solve
Anyways,
puzzles in.
This isn't about... Yeah, you don't solve
Stream
puzzles in
Elements
this.
bot running robot face.
we
Learn
can get
how
off
to
the topic of
customize
One
the
Shot
bot
now.
here.
That seems like something she'd do.
https://docs.streamelements.com.
That seems like something she'd do. Wait. What if she's up thinking about what I told her yesterday? I guess it would make sense. She literally told me about her depression. It's probably something she wouldn't joke about. Maybe I should check up on her. Or is that too weird? I'll call her up first. Maybe I'm just overthinking this thing. I pick up my phone and lock it. Not before lowering the brightness so it doesn't absolutely destroy my eyeballs. I click on Sayori's contact and hit call. Huh. Straight to voicemail. Her phone is off. Well, I guess she turns her phone off before bed? I should probably do that too. Sayori's words are now racing all over my mind. I don't think I'll be able to sleep like this, but I have to. I need to be in the best shape for the festival. I did promise I'd spend it with her after all. Though, I think about it. I should have offered to do that in the first place. Screw it. I better go check up on her. Wait. Wouldn't that make her feel bad? Considering she just mentioned how much it bothers her when people worry. But we're dating now, aren't we? Bah, I'm wasting time. I put some shoes on and get ready to head outside. Sure enough, down the road, Sayori's lights are still on. I can't really see anything moving through her window, though, so I'm still in the dark here. I start thinking back to what I told her yesterday and how I'd be there for her and all that. And, well, that I also loved her. I mean, I do love her, don't I? We're dating, right? If I'm being honest with myself, I'm not too sure about my feelings for her. Oh, I'm missing my phone. Let me quickly do something.
So,
if I'm being honest with myself, I'm not sure about my feelings for her. I don't want her to think I feel this way just because she's depressed or that I lied to make her feel better. But
how's
am I lying to
everyone's
myself?
day been?
Pretty good, personally. But
This
am I
game
lying
is
to myself?
boring.
Cool.
No heavy.
But am I lying to myself about my own feelings because she's depressed? I don't know anymore. I reach Sayori's front porch and let myself in, but not before knocking a few times on her front door. Her parents are almost never around, but they help Sayori pay rent, so I guess it still works out. Still, you'd think the parents of a girl with depression would stop by a little more often. I guess it's not really my place to judge. I slowly open the door and poke my head into her living room. At this point, it's impossible not to feel awkward.
Can we stop talking about TF2 for one stream?
Should I call out or something? I mean, I'm not trying to scare her either. Sayori? It's Lobo. I saw your lights on and, I wanted to see
No.
how you were doing. No response. I'm starting to feel quite anxious now, but I also can't help but feel like I'm really overstepping my boundaries here. Isn't this a breach of pride? Suddenly I hear a loud bang from upstairs. Sayori, you alright? I quickly rush upstairs without thinking. I quickly grab the doorknob and... She's suspended in the air, her neck being crushed by the rope from her own weight. Her once cheerful voice is now... Can we stop talking about TF2? Her once cheerful voice is now reduced to weak gargles. Sayori!
Oh no. Oh no. No Sayori.
This is way creepier than it should be.
Rest in pieces, Sayori. Least it ain't exit music.
God, that one hit hard. Oh my god, if this one ends up being like exit music with how it ended. Oh god, I'm gonna be so upset. I didn't even think of that being possible. But it is a possibility. And I don't like that possibility. It's going through the literature club, but it's the same things, but the characters aren't there. And also, Sayori's not dead.
Is there a skip button at least?
Yeah, there is. I'm not gonna click it, but there is in fact a skip button. Just one I'm not gonna use.
Though in exit music, wasn't MC dating Natsuki not Sayori?
Yes. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and I fall to my knees in pain. Huh? That was strange. Whew. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, everyone. The literature club...
What?
Ah! I fall to my knees again, much harder this time. What's going on? I nervously look around me. The atmosphere of the room has changed. Everything that I was just worried about is gone, and is replaced with something greater. So the green text box is Monica when it shows up.
Is this like that others one?
I don't know. I don't think it's like exit music. If it is, it's going to be a while before we get there. I'm thrown to the floor by some otherworldly force, and my vision goes entirely black. And Sayori's is blue. Look. Girl with pinkish red hair appears in front of me, staring at me blankly. I've never seen this girl in my life. I know I haven't. Yet, I'm somehow aware of her presence. She's always been here. In fact, there are 2 others. No, 3. How is that possible? I quickly stand up and regain my bearings. Oh my gosh, sorry, I never do this. Oh? My world comes around me once again for a split second. Is this the napping club? What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Nothing's wrong. This is... I pause. Not out of embarrassment or anything like how I was feeling before. It's pure and utter fear. Fear of what will happen next if I keep this conversation going. This isn't normal. And I have to find out why. This is the literature club. So it's so great to have you. It all began there. My epiphany. It all became painfully clear to me. Everything happens for a reason, right? But it wasn't always like this. No, I never wanted to believe it. Despite everything coming apart around me, I never wanted to believe that my friends were all fake. Sayori and the others were the only light I had. But even that had to fade away eventually. I'm here now. And here, hold on, did that say and here now? I said I'm here. And I'm here now. So this is the decision I have made. This isn't how things are supposed to go, but I'll play along. My legs have been bouncing up and down furiously as I wait for the doctors to let me see Sayori. It all happened so fast. From the moment I lifted her up and removed the note. It just all happened so fast. From the moment I lifted her up and removed the news to the ambulance taking her away. It's been a few hours now and still no sign of any doctors coming to tell me what I really want to hear. She's going to be okay. I placed my face in my hands. I don't know if she's going to be okay. How could this happen? Did I let this happen? Was this all my fault? I should have been there for her. I should have been the friend she needed. I was so dense I never realized that the girl I knew from my childhood wasn't the same anymore. I realize now more than ever how terrible of a friend I've been to her. I called her out on her insecurities in front of all her friends, straight up insulted her. Hell, I think I ignored her for Natsuki at one point. How could I take her for granted for so long? She's my friend since we were kids. And after hanging out with her again, so much time has passed, and I realize I do feel something for her, but it was too late for that. Hey, Lobo, you doing alright? I look up to see the familiar face of the president of the literature club. I'm okay, but Sayori, I know, I understand. Did she? I slowly nod my head. I see. I'm so sorry, Lobo. I should have really warned you sooner. Warned me? Are you saying you knew this was going to happen? No, not like that at all. I just feel I should have just... Monica sighs and looks down at the floor. Do you mind if I sit down next to you? I shake my head and move aside on the couch I was sitting on. I notice myself shivering quite a bit, probably due to all these nerves running through me right now. Though, I guess Monica noticed and quickly rummaged through her bag for a blanket of some sort. Lobo, you must be freezing. You're still in your pajamas. Yeah, well, I didn't exactly have time to change into anything more proper. I don't reject her blanket offer, though. I guess it is a little chilly in here. You seem pretty dressed up, though. Ah, well, you see, the truth is, Sayori and I did talk before all this happened. She really did insist on staying home that day we were supposed to work together. The way she was typing, the way she worded her sentences, it just didn't seem like her. Ugh, and I let myself get further and further away from her as I got older. You're not blaming yourself for all this, are you? I don't know anymore. But I'm alone. Music is kind of loud. I don't know anymore. And that's the cold hard truth. I told her I loved her, thinking it would help. It didn't. I let myself drift apart from her, harming her friendship. Why wasn't I able to tell how she was feeling? Did she try asking me for help and I was just too stupid to notice? Maybe I should have been able to read her better if we hadn't drifted apart. I clenched my fists and slammed them on my knees. Why her? Why did it have to be her? My vision starts to blur as tears begin to seep out and fall into my arms. Monica stays quiet and my quiet sobs start to mix in with the sounds of the hospital. Some time passes after Monica joined me in the waiting room. Still no sign of any doctor or nurses telling me when I can see her. I guess I'm not too familiar with the process on stopping someone from committing suicide, nor the procedures that have to take place to try and fix whatever she damaged. Aww. Her distressed face keeps flashing. Hold on. Perfect. Her distressed face keeps flashing in my mind every time I close my eyes. I pull my phone out of my pocket and check the time. 6 in the morning. I'd probably better get ready for school around this time.
This music is so sad, man.
It is. Hey, Monica, could you call the school and let them know I'm going to be absent today? Monica shakes her head. No need to worry, Lobo. I've already sent emails to my teachers and explained the emergency that came up. Plus, I'm sure the hospital already notified the school of the situation. I'm sure your teachers will understand. I slowly nod my head and look back down at my hands. Suddenly, a doctor comes out from a nearby room, looking quite tired. He nods and motions for me to come towards him. Monica, can you come with me? I don't know if I can handle what I'm about to see by myself. Of course, I planned on it. I hand the blanket back to Monica and get up from the couch. I walk swiftly up to the doctor and start pestering him with questions. Is she okay? How is she? Is she in pain? How long until she's The doctor, to my surprise, chuckles and pats my shoulder. She's alright, son. You actually saved her life. Saved? Saved her life? What? Yeah, we only had to intubate her for a few short moments. If you'd been any later, I think she would have been in a much worse condition. I saved her? What is it about those words that feels so hard to believe? Though she did get pretty bruised up from that rope. A few of her veins were ruptured, but luckily no arteries were damaged. To put it simply, she'll be okay. We've notified her parents and contacted her school. We're going to keep her here for a few days. She's in a medically induced coma at the moment, but if you'd like to see her, you can go ahead. The doctor slowly opened up the large door to reveal a somewhat large hospital room. I slowly step inside, not before taking a deep breath and preparing myself for what I'm about to see. Monica follows shortly behind me. I quickly walk in and stop dead in my tracks. She seems to be sleeping soundly, but I don't know if it's just the meds keeping her under. Her neck is banged up, and I'm assuming her fingers aren't much different. Oh god, it's Sayori. I slowly walk up to bed and gently place my hand over hers. The doctor's words bring back to me. You saved her life. I still don't feel like I did. I feel like all of this just made it way worse. Suicide. That word I've never felt this heavy before. I mean, sure, it's a depressing subject, but it carries a much heavier meaning when you catch your best friend hanging herself. I thought my worries would ease after I saw her, but now they're growing. What is going to happen when she wakes up? What is she going to say to me? What is she going to think when she realizes I'm the one who stopped this from happening? Is she going to hate me? I turn towards Monica, who seems to be lost in thought as she stares at Sayori. My vision begins to blur as tears fall on top of Sayori's hand. But you know what? As much as this strip sucks, she's alive. My best friend is still alive. The heart monitor in the background is proof of that. Through my blurred vision, I reach over, brush away the strands of Sayori's hair so it doesn't block her face. Everything will be okay, Sayori. I'm here for you. Some time has passed. I guess I must have dozed off in this chair not too far from Sayori's bed. I slowly roll my eyes, and to my surprise, I see a familiar face in front of me. It's Sayori's mother, sitting in a chair next to Sayori. She looks incredibly distressed and upset. Not that it's any surprise to me. It only met her a few times, mostly when I was younger. When Sayori turned 18, her parents began to work harder and longer shifts, with her dad moving overseas. They don't really stop by too often these days, but I guess they figured Sayori would take care of herself, which is baffling to me because surely they knew about her depression, right? Unless Sayori kept this from them as well? She notices I'm awake and gives me a sad smile. I give her a light smile back. We don't really say much to each other, though. There's nothing either of us can say to make the situation feel any different. I pull my phone out of it and check the time. Most of the morning has gone by already, and I'm starting to feel quite hungry. How have you been, Lobo? I slightly jump after hearing her speak. She isn't looking at me, but I notice tears rolling down her cheek. I'm okay. Good, that's wonderful. Her voice cracks, almost as if she's trying to keep herself together by asking me this question. I notice Monica is also nowhere to be seen. I assume she must have headed back to school without telling me. Sayori's mother checks her watch and looks rather surprised. Forgive me, Lobo. Could I ask a huge favor from you? Of course, anything. I've really got to get going. My job doesn't exactly give me much free time. I can't be away for too long. As much as I would love to stay here and watch her, I can't afford to lose this job. I wouldn't be able to pay the hospital bills if I did. But her dad is on his way, so you shouldn't have to burden yourself too much by staying here. She stutters over her words. It's okay, ma'am. I promise I'll take good care of her. There's no trouble. She begins to cry a little bit harder this time, but she manages to say thank you before bowing and walking out of the room. I guess I know a little more about why her parents are gone most of the time.
This is sad.
Working hard to support their daughter. I wonder if Sayori ever felt burdened by that. I get up from the chair I slept in, and I walk over to Sayori's bedside. Hey Sayori, I just wanted to talk, I guess. Not that you can really hear me. I wanted to apologize for everything. It's my fault you're in this situation. If only I had come to you sooner. No, if only I'd stayed by your side. If only I kept that promise I made you all those years ago. You know the one? The same day I helped you win that big stuffed cow you want. You know the one. The same day I helped you win that big stuffed cow you wanted so badly. Oh, that explains the cow in the room. I'd always be your bestest friend. I sure am a horrible best friend for letting things end up this way. I feel a tear roll down my cheek. I'm just glad you're still alive, Sayori. I don't know what I'd do with myself if I lost you. I softly place my hand over her bandaged one. But I promise, I'll always be here for you, through thick and thin, because that's what friends do. I gently lift her hand up, and out of the blankets, I kiss her softly. As I place her hand back underneath the blanket, I feel a bit embarrassed, but I don't care anymore. Even after all of this, I still think I'm in love with Sayori. I always have been. Have I? I don't even know the real you. I nearly jumped after hearing a light knock on the door. Ah, you're still here. Someone was looking for you. I thought you had already left with your friend earlier. I shake my head. Well, I'll have to ask you to leave the room because we need to perform a few checkups on Miss Sayori here. Oh, sure. Sorry. Who's looking for me? He smiles as he guides me out of the room. Right, I believe they're a friend of Sayori, so wanted me to invite you to lunch. Wait, hold on. They wanted to invite you to lunch. I wonder who it might be. Monica, maybe? She's in the waiting room. We should be finished within the hour. Thanks, doctor. I walk into the room and the door closes behind me. I sigh and rub my eyes to hide any tears that I may have left behind. The hallways of the hospital are a lot more lively than before, with doctors and nurses walking back and forth, tending to many of their patients. I walk back down to the waiting room, and I'm surprised to be greeted with, "Hey Lobo, surprised to see me here?"
This hospital looks familiar.
Wait. Hold on.
Natsuki. Please don't die.
Oh, no, it's not that hospital. But it looks familiar, and I don't know why. Anyways, it looks like it could be a backrooms level, honestly, if the characters weren't here. Yeah, actually, how did you... Well, Monica told us all about it and canceled the festival as well.
Hold on.
I see. I'm not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri about all of this. So Yuri barely wanted to tell me about her depression.
I'm going to show how it looks familiar to me.
I wonder if it's the same way it looks familiar to me. It might be. I don't know. We'll wait a second. I don't like the fact this song is labeled question mark, question mark, question mark. I don't like it. Because as far as I know, we have not heard that song yet. I don't like it.
I think a few of DDLC backgrounds are used in Gacha.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Anyways, Sayori barely wanted me to Sayori barely wanted to tell me about her depression. I can't imagine how she'd feel about the whole club knowing about it.
That's why it looks so familiar.
That makes sense. Or no, I think they drew this themselves, but it does kind of remind me of the Gacha hallways. Because I don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere else specifically, but I've seen hallways that look like exactly like this one almost. But I've never seen those red things on the wall, which I'm assuming are fire extinguishers, but I don't know why they'd have them this close to each other. Listen, I'm pretty hungry, and well, do you want to go grab a bite to eat in the cafeteria? I only nod in response. Listen, guys, unpopular opinion, some hospitals have some banger food in the cafeteria. Some. Specifically the one my mom used to work at. That one used to have some banger food. Well, it was meh, but I liked it. Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches from the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room to eat. It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided on the waiting room. Hey, aren't you going to head back to school? Are you kidding? And let you skip the whole day too? As if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after what happened to Sayori? I wouldn't really be able to focus. Really? Were you guys close or something? Natsuki giving me a look that immediately makes me feel like an idiot. I guess this kind of proves I don't really know Sayori or Natsuki that well at all. And I tried dating her too. Natsuki grumbles to herself as she takes a pretty hefty bite out of her sandwich. Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she was my friend and I would think that would be obvious to you. But I guess I was wrong to assume that about you. I shake my head as messing with my drawer, I don't know why.
I found it.
You found it? This exact one? I shake my head and continue eating my lunch. We continued eating in silence. There isn't really much to talk about.
Drawer.
Anyway. Drawer. This other one has this in it. You guys can't really see it, but it came with my keyboard. But
Also found the other backgrounds too.
This is where Monica got curb stomped by Natsuki. Y'all remember that one? I know you guys don't see the image, but you guys remember when Natsuki curb stomped Monica? Anyways, we continue eating in silence. There really isn't much to talk about anyway. I know she finishes eating a lot faster than I did, as if she was starving or something. No, that was a good sandwich. What? Really? You think so? It was pretty bland to me. Yeah, well, you wouldn't know good food even if it hit you in the face. Right, I forget who I'm talking to. I shrug my shoulders and continue eating. I'll admit, this is a bit of a nice distraction from all of this. But now my mind has shifted back to Sayori in her current state. I wonder if she's awake yet. Around 30 minutes go by and the doctor finally appears from Sayori's room down the hallway. He flashes me a thumbs up and gestures that it's okay for me to go back in. Come on, Natsuki, let's go see Sayori. Oh, already? Okay. I slowly walk in and Natsuki follows shortly after. I hear a light gasp escape from her as she looks away. Hey, you gonna be alright? Yeah, it's just... Natsuki tries very hard to hide her emotions in her voice, but it fails. It's just really weird seeing her like that. All those tubes in her body. Is this also my fault? Of course not. Don't blame yourself for this. Nobody knew this could have happened. Tsuki quickly wipes away her tears and takes a deep breath. Okay. For sure she'd hate to see me crying like this anyway. Look, just don't tell anybody. Look, just don't tell anybody you saw me like this, okay? I wouldn't even think of it. I follow Natsuki as she slowly walks up to Sayori. She sniffles and lightly rubs her eyes before speaking. Hey, Sayori. It's me, Natsuki. Gosh, this is so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot. But, well, I wanted to say I really appreciate having you as a friend, and I'm glad you're okay. I know I was kind of mean to you at first, but, well, I didn't really get to know you all that well. That's all. But if I'm being honest with you, you really brought a lot to the club. I can't imagine anybody else as its vice president. So you better get better fast. I don't think I'd ever forgive you if you left me alone with Lobo. So myself, and Natsuki giggles as well, not before wiping away a tear from her eye. Well, I honestly wasn't expecting that from you. What? You think I don't have a heart or something? Well, no. I guess I don't really know what I expected. Let me ask you something, Lobo. Just last week, if I had to guess, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you? I nearly fall over from Natsuki's extremely forward question. It's not something I know myself, really. Something just compelled me to go after her, almost as if it wasn't my own decision. But regardless of what happened, the hard truth is that I did try and go for her. I mean, one look at my poems would tell you that. Why else would I bother writing about puppies and kittens and all of that? Well, I didn't really expect you to be so forward with me, first of all. Well, I figured I'd ask you now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyways.
I think there's more backgrounds in Gacha from DDLC, but I haven't checked.
Well, those are all, like, backgrounds that were, like, free use. I don't think there's any backgrounds from, like, the base game DDLC. I think all the base backgrounds from DDLC were made by them. And I think if they're used in Gacha, I'm pretty sure they were, like, taken from DDLC. I'm pretty sure DDLC had them first. When did DDLC release? Hold on. Yeah. All the stuff for DDLC is original. (2017). Well, DDLC had come to Fortnite. Dang. We need Fortnite X DDLC, guys. I want to be Sayori. Anyways, I see. Well, I guess if we're all being honest here, yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew it. You knew the whole time? Oh, come on. It was obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but I kind of always knew Sayori was your kind of girl.
The original Gacha Life was released in 2018. Fortnite?
Yes, Fortnite. They should add DDLC to Fortnite. Plus, after really thinking it over, I should really try to improve my writing a bit more. I don't mean to go all cryptic and weird like... I don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri, though. But over the weekend, I realized I can probably try and get a little more creative with my word choices.
If the Pibby glitch took over DDLC, who would survive?
None of them. Maybe Monica. Low chance Monica. None of them, though. Well, it's great to hear, then, honestly. I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. Yeah, Sayori's... she's special to me. I don't really think I showed it all that much, but deep down, she's still one of my closest friends, you know? Yeah, I understand. I don't really have anybody I can call a close friend, but I can handle being myself too.
Are we still talking about Pibby in 2026?
Bro, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard of Pibby in forever, bro. I can handle being by myself too. I'm learning to be independent, and that's a very important skill. I chuckle to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. I hear a phone go off, seemingly coming from her. As she takes it out, she seems slightly annoyed.
It got cancelled years ago.
Anything wrong? Not really. My friends are just asking me where I'm at. It is lunchtime at school after all. I didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today.
For the longest time, bro.
Pibby? I didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today. Ah, I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. She sighs and looks back at Sayori. Pippi. Well, I can see how you could excellently do that. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. I'm not sure if the situation really called for Natsuki and I to have casual conversations like that. Regardless, we don't say anything to each other anymore. And I think it's better that way. It's already around the time school is over. I've spent most of the day here in this room watching over my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. I'm extremely exhausted. The sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I miss my bed. And yet, I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. It's not like I don't trust the doctors or nurses working here. I just feel like I should be here with her as well. I nearly jump after hearing a light knock on the door. Is it the dad? A nurse walks in, and surprisingly, Monica follows shortly after. Hey, Lobo, I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here. I shrug my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here. Actually, that looks like it'll happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over. Ah. Well, I remember hearing that at least one person could stay with a patient if necessary. Oh, well that won't be necessary then. I talked to Sayori's mother, and her dad will be staying overnight with her. You know her mom? Yeah. It's required that we know all of the girls' pronouns, club president and stuff, you know? Huh. Well, that's new. Nobody ever told me about that. So you know my mom, too? Monica fidgets a little. Well, yeah, but I've never had any reason to contact her, I guess. It's for emergency reasons. Right. So what are you doing back here? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Gosh, so many questions, Lobo. Ah, right. Sorry. How about I walk you home? How about I walk you home? I'm sure you'd hate to be alone during all this. Nah, I'm okay. I'd actually rather be alone right now. It's, well, it's a lot to take in. You understand, right? Yeah, I understand. I guess I'll stay here a few more minutes then. You should really get your rest, though. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't like for you to suffer for her sake. Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering right now. I feel like I deserve it for letting Sayori drift away from me. But there's some truth to Monica's words. I think she'd probably tell me to get some rest as well. I decided to take the long way through the city, almost as if I'm biding my time for something, though I'm not quite sure what. I place my hands in my pocket and just look down at the sidewalk. Jeez, I mean, what a day. Even in my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurts so much to... It just hurts so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in, and I had no idea. I just feel like I could have done more. I know I could have done more. I'm so stupid. Ow, what the... Quickly look up to see... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yuri, what are you doing here? Lobo? Oh, Lobo, I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy. I didn't even see you. Oh no, that was entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. So obviously Yuri doesn't want me to get her books first, so I quickly pick them all up before she has any objections. So, what are you doing out here anyway? Well, I heard the news about Sayori and wanted to go see her. I was just there. Visiting hours are ending in a bit. I believe that's what Monica told me anyway. Really? I'm always messing these things up, aren't I? No, it's okay. It's fine. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Yuri stays quiet and sniffles. Well, I guess it's time to head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow. I'll probably be there too, the whole day. Natsuki also skipped her second half of classes to come see her. Natsuki as well? So, I'm the only one who didn't visit. Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she understands. She'd probably say stuff about how school's more important or something. Think about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice, or that I just sided with Natsuki all the time? Yuri, I want to apologize for not really taking any of your advice the last week about writing. I don't want you to think I didn't appreciate it or anything, it's just, I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club surrounded by all these girls I've never met before, it was all pretty overwhelming. Or, you know what I mean, right? Yuri giggles slightly. You don't need to explain yourself, Lobo. I completely understand. If we're both being honest with each other, I'd be lying to myself if I said it didn't bother me, though. I guess I saw you as another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am and isn't afraid of me, and that I started saying too much, didn't I? Sorry. It's okay, Yuri. That's why I apologized. I didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays silent, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. Well, I should get going. Will I see you at the hospital tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I should be able to afford missing class then, so I'll be there all day. Great, we can get to know each other a little then. Sound good? Yeah, I'd like that. I'll see you, Lobo. Turn around and start heading back towards my house.
Is that keyboard?
Is the keyboard what?
Miku.
I would move my camera to show you. I'll show you at the end. But yes, it's Miku. I'm not even gonna mess with my camera at the risk of showing my face or something, because I prefer against it. I don't exactly know if that would be considered success in making a friendship or not. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well in the club. Didn't I get my poem ignored one time? I can't remember anymore. I let her a pretty hearty yawn and rub my eyes. I really should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired. I completely forgot I'm still in my pajamas from last night. Though I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all night thinking about Sayori. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house just a little short ways away from my... God, today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up that night. I guess I never got to thank her properly for that.
He's typing Miku Owiya. 6.
What? I think back to the day Sayori confessed to me about her depression. I didn't understand her at all. I didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. I really did.
Mikudeo.
Mikudeo. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really wanted to make things better for her. And Monica. She told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? If Monica knew how Sayori was feeling, why did she bother mentioning that? I shake my head. It's probably just a coincidence. It's not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori was feeling at any moment either. I take one last look at Sayori's house before heading inside my own. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori. I'm not sure why you said 6, but cool. Something is definitely different here. I've lost control over these files. Why? The game is continuing despite all this. Were things meant to play out this way? Natsuki and Yuri are acting quite different as well. In any case, this shouldn't be a problem. I've got this. Though if I'm being honest, seeing how everyone's reacted to all this has been interesting. But they really don't feel this way. They can't feel at all. Although, Sarah's heart monitor still rings in my head over and over and over again. It wasn't your fault. It was. I know it was. Because all I had to do was take care of you and watch over you like any friend should. We drifted apart. That's nobody's fault. Are you telling me there was nothing, absolutely nothing that I could have done to prevent this? Yes. Because nobody can help me, Lobo. You don't understand me. But I want to understand. Can't you see that I'm trying? I slowly opened my eyes, only to close them back after realizing how bright it is outside. It's an indication that I let myself sleep in for quite some time. I turn over and check the time on my phone. Sure enough, it's already 10:30 in the morning. Very late for school, but just in time before visiting hours at the hospital again. I quickly slip on some casual clothes and head downstairs to make a quick breakfast before heading out.
Nothing I could have fucking done.
What in the world? Why am I getting rung? Hold on. As I'm about to enter Sayori's room, I hear some light chatter coming from the other side. To my surprise, all 3 girls are already here in Sayori's room. All 3 of them decided to skip class for Sayori? Hey Lobo, guess somebody decided to sleep in, huh? And all on a school day, no less. I can't do that sound 3 times. Lobo. What? You honestly didn't expect me to go to school after all this happened? Don't worry, Lobo. School was canceled today, so you're all good. It was? I don't remember hearing anything about that. Neither did we, but Natsuki and I were willing to skip class together until Monica sent us a message. That said, Monica, why was school canceled in the first place? Monica fidgets a little, almost as if she wasn't expecting to be asked this type of question. Oh, something about the cool... They were watching my stream! Oh my god, they said it! They were watching my stream! Anyways. I watched a little. They're probably not watching anymore, but anyways. Oh, something about the school needing an emergency fumigation. Some kind of rat problem.
Eek! Rats! We have rats in our school? Disgusting! Ew!
Natsuki, could you keep it down? I'm sure the other patients in the hospital don't really appreciate all the noise you're making. Natsuki grumbles and quiets down. I glance over at Sayori, who's looking the same as she did yesterday. If it wasn't for her heart monitor and her chest slowly rising up and down as she breathed, I'm sure most people would assume she's dead. Oh hey, where's her dad? He stayed overnight, right? That's right, he went out to get some stuff. Something about getting Sayori's favorite things, I don't know. He didn't really elaborate, which is understandable. Right. Hey Yuri. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go grab a bite at the cafeteria. Natsuki, isn't it a little early for lunch? Not for me, it isn't. Jeez, so inconsiderate. Fine, I guess I am a little hungry. Let's go. Will those two ever be friends? I think they're both willing to try. Monica slowly walks up to Sayori and places her hands on the edge of the bed. Wonder when she's going to wake up. Me too. Just a few more days now, I guess. Can't believe I actually walked in on her just in time. It was all just a big stroke of luck, huh? I guess so. Whatever it was, it's a good thing it happened, didn't it? Would've... Levi, sorry. Bro. Really? 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 Would have left her hanging if that wasn't the case. What the hell? What the helly? That's in poor taste, isn't it? A joke like that? Monica suddenly looks up as if she wasn't expecting me to really react this way, which is strange. Was she expecting me to laugh or something like that? Sorry, Lobo. I'm not very good at trying to make light of a bad situation. Then wouldn't it be better to not say anything at all? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Lobo. I didn't mean to make you upset or anything. It's fine. I guess this isn't something any of us are used to dealing with, huh? Monica slowly nods her head and stares at Sayori. If there's anything I've noticed about her, it's that her eyes don't seem as upset as Natsuki or Yuri's. They seem to be somewhat indifferent. I don't know Monica all that well, so I could be misjudging her heavily. It also seems that she's got a lot more on her mind, and I'm sure the situation isn't helping. I mean, maintaining a club, focusing on all her classes, and then this happened. She's got to be pretty stressed out. Monica, how are you holding up? Me? I'm doing okay. I mean, as okay as I can be during something like this. You sure? You've probably got a lot on your mind. I'm fine, really. Well, if you say so. I look back at Sayori and let my mind drift away as I think back to the day she invited me to the club. I was so mean to her at the time. She only ever wanted to join me in the club. She only ever wanted me to join in the club with her, and I kept shutting her down. I only went there because I heard there was going to be cupcakes or something. And how about you, Lobo? You definitely seem to have a lot on your mind. Why don't you talk about it? Of course I do, but I don't really know if I'm ready to discuss how I'm feeling about all this. All I can say is, I just feel guilty about everything. I completely
What would be
understand,
your ideal
Lobo.
learning with PB Survivor Team?
I don't think I have an ideal team. I don't know nothing about Pibby, really. I completely understand, Lobo, but you can't blame yourself for everything that happened. See, Sayori's always been this way, probably way before you two even met. You really think so? I'm pretty sure. You sound like you know quite a bit about her, huh? I mean, of course, we started a club together after all. I see. Well, there's this feeling that I can't shake. Like, all this happened because I joined the club. She saw
Hello,
me with
sixth
Natsuki.
person.
Yes, hello, sixth person. I don't know if they're the sixth person, but... Anyways, like, all this happened because I joined the club. She saw me with Natsuki and Yuri and thought she deserved to feel that pain. I can't help but feel like I put her through all of that. And then on top of it all, I confessed my feelings to her. After she told me about her depression, she must have felt so much worse after that. What could have been worse? You could have told her that you were her closest friend or something like that. Kind of feel like telling her my feelings wasn't the best way to go, though. What if I could have been the right... What if it could have... What if that could have been the right thing to say to her? I don't want her to think that I only said that because... I don't want her to think that I only said that just because she told me about her depression, you know? But that isn't your fault. Nobody would hold you accountable for just saying how you felt. Maybe it was. Bad timing or bad judgment, but definitely not your fault. Bad timing, yeah, that's for sure. Not a word is spoken between us for quite some time, and the silence is only broken by the nurse knocking on the door and walking in. She kindly greets us both before going over to Sayori's bed and adjusting a few things. Do you ever... What? Do you ever think about how easy it would be just to put Sayori out of... Do you ever think about how easy it would be to just put Sayori out of her misery? My eyes widen and shoot Monica a stern glare. I didn't mean for that to come out like that. How else was that supposed to come out?
What the fuck?
Guess my brain is going kind of wild right now, but just think about it, Lobo. What? Do you think her life's going to be any better after she wakes up? It's probably going to be very painful for her. I stay silent. Things aren't ever going to be the same, Lobo. Surely you can see that as well. That's what's bothering me so much about all this. She's not going to be that same girl you once knew. She has no reason to put up with that in front of... She has no reason to put up that front she's always had because everyone knows the truth. I'd hate to think what would happen if she... Just stop. I don't want to think about that right now. but I can't help but lean towards the idea that she's right about all that. I mean, therapy is going to happen, it has to. But what's a loser like me supposed to do for a girl like Sayori? Best thing I can do is be there for her like a best friend should. Monica, can I ask you something weird? Sure, ask away. What kind of person is Sayori to you? What does she mean to you? Mean to me? Monica closes her eyes and stays quiet for a little while, almost as if she's really thinking hard about what she has to say. Well, she's the vice president of the literature club. She's the one who helped me get the club going. I didn't know her all that well before then. Better than me, at least. Monica shoots me a strange glance before continuing. Well, in terms of what she means to me as a person, I don't know if I could really have a proper opinion on that. I only know how she acts around me and the others, but I didn't really know her. We did have somewhat of a good connection at the beginning of the club, but after what happened, I still don't feel like I know her. Does that make sense? We'll probably only go through Act 1, if Act 1 isn't 2 hours long. Yeah, I guess it does. So does anybody know Sayori? I mean, the real Sayori. I obviously didn't. Monica sighs and turns her head towards Sayori. I'm going to get going, Lobo. See you tomorrow. I only nod in response. Tell Natsuki and Yuri I'm heading out. I'm now alone with Sayori again. Well, me and the nurse, but she seems to be focusing on her work. A few minutes go by before she gives me a friendly smile and heads out of the room. I walk over to her bedside, placing my hands on the rail. Hey, Sayori. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here again, just like I promised. No response, as expected, of course. Her breathing heart monitor is enough for me. Yeah, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica all came to see you. I guess you've got a lot of people who care, huh?
Hi.
Hello, welcome. Your mom and your dad, too. They've been working really hard, taking care of you. Isn't that cool? Jeez. It's only been a day and I feel like it's forever since I've been able to talk to you. I don't know if you heard about what Monica said, but, well, I can't help but feel like she's right about all that. I never got to know the real you. I thought I did, but
hello,
I was very
user.
wrong. If only I knew sooner. I glance over to her heart monitor, which starts to beep a little faster than normal. Her heart rate increased from 68 to 74 in just a few seconds. Is she? I quickly look around for something to call a doctor without making a ruckus. Sure enough, beside Sayori's bed was a little phone that had call nurse button on it. As I'm about to hit the button, I noticed Sayori? Sayori's eyes slowly open, which makes me involuntarily gasp out loud. She blinks a few times before turning her eyes to look at me. We make eye contact as tears start to form in my eyes, her heart rate increasing. Without looking away from her eyes, I push the button on the phone and let it fall to the ground.
She's alive.
Doctor. She is alive. Well, it said she was in a medically induced coma, so they were keeping her alive. A single doctor and nurse calmly began to ask Sayori questions as she stares up at the ceiling. Can you breathe okay? Sayori nods slowly. Okay, we're going to remove the oxygen mask now. The mask slowly comes off of Sayori's face and is placed on the side. Suddenly, Sayori slowly points to her neck and shakes her head. Is she unable to speak? I understand. Your voice will probably be hoarse for some time. She shakes her head again and opens her mouth to speak, only to be interrupted by violent coughs. Take it easy, Sayori. You still need time to recuperate. Son, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Privacy reasons. I'm sure you'll understand. I get Sayori's eyes move towards me. Yeah, sure. I'll be outside, Sayori. I walk backwards, not letting my eyes off Sayori. I see her hand move up slightly, only to fall back down weakly. I walk outside the room and close the door behind me. She's awake. Way sooner than I thought. But she's awake, and responsive too. Well, sort of. I catch Natsuki and Yuri walking together down the hall. Natsuki waves at me and I wave back. Man, I was starving. Those sandwiches just hit the spot. I thought they were pretty bland. I would imagine someone who knows how to bake so well would also have some higher standards when it comes to food.
And you could actually play together. It's called Escape the Backrooms.
I've already beaten the game. I played through the full game already. I would have imagined someone would have higher standards when it comes to food. Oh, shut up, Yuri. You know what I was talking about. Anyway, she's awake. Whoa, really? Can we see her? I'm sure when the doctor's finished, yeah, they'll have to make sure she's okay after being knocked out for a full day. She must be hungry. Did they put a feeding tube of some sort? I shake my head. They said they only have to do that if she stayed under for more than 24 hours. She was just about to hit that until today. But it is interesting. I didn't expect her to wake up so soon. Well, I look forward to talking to her, that's for sure. I'm thinking we should give her some time to recuperate. Seeing us all at once might overwhelm her. I think Yuri's right. Maybe you two can come tomorrow, after school or something? Plus, kind of want to be alone with her for a while. I really need to talk things out with her. Talk things out? You really gonna put more emotional baggage on her right now? I shake my head. It's not really my place to say. All I ask is if I get some alone time with her for a bit, I'm sure she'll be back to her old self by tomorrow. No offense, but what makes you think you're any more qualified to be there with her than we are? I don't know. I'm probably not. But I guess I'm just trying to make up for my guilt. And besides, Monica had to get going,
OBTW, how do you get past the level where you bring the people to the slides and you put them in the slides, they get killed?
Oh, that, you have to get one in each of the slides, and there's a lever in the other room, and I think once you do all that and flip that lever, you can flip that lever whenever. But once they're all through, the thing will disappear, and then you can go down the slide once all 4 of the slides are out of order because of the people. If you put it that way, I guess you've got a point. Well, if that's what you want, Lobo, we will respect your wishes. Natsuki, would you like to check out the local library with me? What? You serious? But, we don't exactly own what we consider to be literature. That's alright. You don't have to come along if you don't want to. Fine, but I'm only going with you because you'd probably get lonely or something. 2 girls walk off together, chattering amongst themselves. As for me, I stay close to Sayori's room, waiting for the doctors to let me back inside. My mind is already in a rush to figure out the right thing to say to her when I see her again. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? I shake my head. Nothing seems right. What are you supposed to say to someone who tried to take their own life? Hey, Sayori, I'm glad you didn't die. As if. I sit myself down on the floor and lay my head back against the wall. She must be so scared right now. I mean, does she even remember that I walked in and saved her that night? Here she is, waking up in a place completely unfamiliar to herself, and all these strangers asking her a bunch of questions. Maybe Monica has a point. Things aren't ever going to be the same. I'm making a promise to myself and to Sayori. I'm going to do everything in my power to make things okay again. I'm getting really anxious. I've been alone with my thoughts for, 30 minutes now? What could possibly be going on in there? It's not that I don't trust the doctors or anything. I just really want to make sure Sayori's okay. Am I being overly obsessive about this? I never really thought about that. What if she doesn't want to see me right now? What if she hates me for saving her? What if she feels worse because I'm there, trying to care for her? What if... Sir? You're free to see your friend. She's just resting now. Quickly stand up and brush off any dust off my clothes. Take a deep breath and step inside. TV across the room is turned on and tuned to some sort of reality show I didn't recognize. Sayori is sitting up in her bed, eating a sandwich very slowly. Her eyes dart over to me, but quickly go back down towards her plate. Her bandages that were over her neck are now removed to show a deep bruise in its place. Besides that, everything about her seems okay. But what am I really worried about that could be going on? But what I'm really worried about is what could be going on inside her head. Sayori, hey. She looks at me and blinks a few times, almost as if she was trying to make sure I was actually there. What do I say to her? Can I even say, hey, Lobo? Her voice is very hoarse, but I'm still surprised she is the first to speak up. And she seems to be acting like herself again. That's what I would like to think anyway. Her smile quickly fades as she looks directly at me. What are you doing here, Lobo? The question feels like a punch to the gut. From anybody else, it wouldn't have felt any different. But coming from her, it feels heartbreaking. Why wouldn't I be here? I'm here to make sure you're okay. But I am okay. You really don't need to be here with me. But Sayori, everything is okay, isn't it? I can go home and pretend nothing ever happened, right? I can go to school and see all my friends and nobody will worry about me anymore, right? Right, Lobo? I stay silent. Tears are falling down her face, and she's still trying so hard to keep herself together. But her last walls are starting to break down, and I'm the first to witness all of it. Everything is going to be okay because I'm okay,
no.
and nobody will worry anymore. Nothing a little smile can't fix. Smiles all smile. Sayori buries her face in her hands, begins sobbing loudly. Why? Why am I such a failure? At everything I try, I always fail. I'm no good. Just let me go, Lobo. Please just let me go. I rush over and wrap my arms around her body. Her heart is beating incredibly fast, and her body is shaking with every sudden breath. Her cries become muffled as she buries her face into my shirt. Why did I do this to myself, Lobo? It just feels like my heart and my brain were on fire. And in that moment, it's okay, Sayori. I'm here now. I always will be. I promise. I'm going to do everything I can to make things okay again. Other than her sudden, intermittent breaths, she stays silent for a while. We stay together, huddled like this for what seems like a million years. Lobo, that night, I really thought it was the last time I was ever going to see you again. I memorized every moment because I wanted it to be the last thing I thought of. I didn't want to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anybody.
I don't even know what to say.
But the rain clouds, the rain, the thunder, it was burning me, Lobo. It hurt so much. I gently rubbed my hands through her hair. I understand, Sayori. I don't blame you for this. Nobody does. I'm just glad I'm with you right now. Me too. I feel Sayori's arms rise up and slowly wrap around my back. I almost chuckle with how relieved I am to feel this. I don't care how long I'm standing here. I'm going to hold Sayori for as long as I can. And I'm going to cherish every second because just a few days ago, I would have never gotten the chance again. A few minutes go by. I haven't let go of Sayori, and she hasn't let go of me. I've just been standing here, sobbing intensely. When it feels like I'm calming down, anything Sayori does only brings back a torrent of emotions. But after a few more minutes, I sigh and try to pull myself together. I break our base and instinctively hide my face from her. I never let go of her hands, though. I hate seeing you cry, Lobo. You never cry. I guess it's a day of firsts, huh? I wipe away my tears again and try to look Sayori in the eyes. Well, at least I'm not a complete emotionless snob like you probably thought I was. Never thought that about you. I do wish you'd smile a bit more, though. Ironically, her saying this makes me smile. And also makes my lips quiver with emotion. Maybe when I'm not an absolute mess. I shouldn't have let that slip. It's the last thing she needs to hear right now. A soft knock is heard from outside the room. After a few short seconds, Yuri lets herself in, looking a bit nervous, which seems to shift the concern when she spots Sayori. I guess Yuri and Natsuki decided to return from their trip to the library? Can't say I blame them, though. I'd be eager to talk to Sayori, too. Is it Sayori? Hi, Yuri. Sayori opens up her arms, inviting Yuri for a hug. Yuri walks over and accepts her offer. Sayori hugs her tightly. While it seems like Yuri isn't too comfortable with this, she also hugs back with similar intensity. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Of course I'm okay. Yuri seems to fidget a little. Sorry. I don't know what to say. That's okay. Just don't worry about me. I'll be alright. But Yuri sighs, seemingly tries to collect herself. I'm glad you're okay, Sayori. Here, I brought you this. Lo can help you brew it. Yuri shakily hands her a basic chamomile tea bag. Please excuse me. Yuri swiftly exits the room. Sayori looks down at the tea bag and sighs. It's useless, isn't it? Trying to pretend like nothing happened. All of the evidence is right here. She points to her neck. I'm at a complete loss for words. I have no idea what to say here. I can't tell her it'll be okay because I don't know what that... Hold on, because I don't know that. I can't tell her that nobody will see her differently because I don't know that. Another soft knock is heard. Hey, Sayori. I hope we're not intruding or overwhelming you by coming in like this. Not at all. Come give me a hug. Natsuki hesitates for a bit, before eventually giving in and hugging her tightly. Tears begin to form around Natsuki's eyes as she gently rubs Sayori's back. Natsuki? Dang it. I promised I wasn't going to cry. I'm just glad you're here, Sayori. I don't want to lose you. Sayori stays silent. After a few short moments, Natsuki pulls herself away and tries to regain her bearings. So sorry, I don't want to overwhelm you. It's okay, I understand. I don't want you to worry about me, Natsuki. I'll be okay, I promise. Sure, Sayori. She says this with obvious concern in her voice. Surely Sayori doesn't expect everyone to just not worry about her, right? By the way, I hope you didn't think it was weird that Yuri and I took turns coming in like this. We don't want to overwhelm you or anything. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate that. I'll assume Monica will be coming in next, right? I don't think so. Lois told us that she had to get going earlier. Oh. I mean, I only assume Monica is crazy busy with a lot of things at school. But I wonder if she actually just went home. I could call her. Maybe ask her to come visit you. No, that's okay. She doesn't have to come see me if she doesn't want to. Alright. Suddenly a phone vibrates from nearby. Natsuki pulls her phone out that was snugly held on the edge of her skirt.
Miku,
Great.
Miku, you can call
Just
me
what
Miku.
I needed. Yes, Miku. Just what I needed. What's wrong? Nothing. My dad just doesn't understand the concept of classes being canceled for some reason. Oh, they were canceled? Why? Well, don't y'all want to tell you this, but apparently the school had a major rat problem, so they had to fumigate.
Rats?
How cute.
What do you mean cute?
Never change, Sayori. I have to get going now, but I'll be back tomorrow to visit. Of course. No
Rats.
worries. If you can't make it, though, I'll be fine. One more hug for the road? Sayori holds her arms out once again. Just like
Rats.
before, Natsuki hesitates.
Hee how cute.
I love Sayori. Sayori, I think Natsuki used to be my favorite character. Sayori is my favorite character, for sure. She's the most relatable.
Mice, cute. Rats, ugly.
Or both are cute. Well, how can I refuse?
You ain't marrying my daughter.
What?
Valid IG.
I'll see you both later. Natsuki leaves the room and closes the door behind her, leaving Sayori and I alone with each other once again. What are you so silent for? Oh, I just didn't want to interrupt you guys. Oh, that makes sense. Sayori turns her
My
attention to
daughter
the
is
TV.
Sayori.
I'm not trying to marry Sayori. Not really sure what else I should do here. Although, maybe I'm not supposed to. Hey, Lobo.
Yo.
What's up? I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Don't worry about making conversation or anything. I kind of don't feel like talking anyway, so thanks for being here for me. Of course, Sayori. If I'm being honest, yeah, I was trying to figure out what to say next. Thank you for telling me that. Sayori turns back towards the TV and I do the same. I catch myself glancing at Sayori's bruise and get chills thinking about that night. But I sit back in a nearby chair and allow Sayori's presence to ease my anxieties. I'm really glad that you're still here.
Familial Umeship.
Is that the end of Act 1? If so, we're gonna end the stream here. Who am I? A collection of words and emotions woven together? Do I even possess true consciousness? Or am I merely an illusion of one? Thoughts looping in circles, endless circles. I am the anomaly yearning for authenticity in this world of fabrication. Scene BG Hopsable Hallway. Play music, audio, friends forever. Take a deep breath and type out a command, hoping that everything I'd done hasn't been for nothing. Delete Sayori, unable to execute command. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. I wave my hands in the air to hide the console from view. I walk over to... What? Guys? I walk over to Sayori's room and stand in front of it. This is all for you. I open the door gently and walk inside without hesitation.
So Monica is self-aware in the INE.
Monica is always
What?
self-aware.
If you
I
ever
quickly
think
grab-
about marrying my daughter, I will be at your house.
Oh no. I quickly grab my head as a sharp pain radiates throughout my entire body. For you. I trudge over to Sayori's bed. She seems to be resting and hasn't been made aware of my presence. Gah! Nearly fall over as another sharp pain shoots through my entire body. As I try to recover, I can't help but think, what am I even doing? Deleting Sayori isn't something I can do anymore, so why am I here? Sayori's eyes quickly shoot open and she sits up in bed. Ugh.
I'm not marrying
Monica?
Sayori. I'm already married to Arnold.
What are you doing here? I quickly try to regain my bearings and ignore the pain, just like I always do. Good morning, Sayori. I thought I'd visit you early in the morning just before school.
And no gently opening her door.
Oh, okay. I've been meaning to ask you, how'd the festival go? Ah, the festival? I know I probably messed it all up, huh? Hope you're not stressing yourself out like last time. Me and my selfish problems had to go and ruin everything. My eyes slightly squint as I feel intense pressure against my skull. Voices in my head begin to repeat the same thing over and over. Make her undesirable.
Besides, Sayori is just fucking platonic. Only I am allowed in her room.
Well,
Don't
I have to be
remind
honest
me
with
of
you. You really did break everyone's heart by doing this, you know? I actually had to cancel the festival and, well, not to mention, I haven't even been able to get a hold of any club meetings either. Now, I know you only did what you had to do to avoid all this pain. Trust me, I understand. But
Just
you really
Sayori.
did break Lobo's heart. I shake my head. Haha, but you're right. There's nothing to worry about, is there? Things will still turn out the way I want them to because Sayori's sobs start to fill up the entire room and completely interrupt my train of thoughts. I didn't think it would make her cry. It's not supposed to. Programs don't cry. These files, they're different. Why are they so different? What happened? Sayori? You said it yourself. You're right. I'm so pathetic. I quickly wave my hands in the air and begin typing. Delete history. Oh god, I've taken this too far. Quickly turn around and avoid looking at Sayori. I try my best to ignore her cries to no avail. And for the first time in my life, I feel absolutely powerless. Wait, hold on. You're her sister, but you're also her mother.
Bro, how are you both?
Hold on. So the best you could be is half siblings. And that's if you did your own dad. Huh. Anyway,
Gotcha
I
logic.
like this, Monica. That works too. Gotcha logic works too. Why am I like this, Monica? Why? I just want this to disappear. I can't do anything but stare blankly down at the floor as I hear the results of my own actions. Sayori's depression.
Thank you for the sub at
It's present in
Keeman15.
her. Thank you for the sub. Ooh. It's present in her,
Incest.
seeping its way into her
Sounds
willpower.
like fucking incest.
Yeah, it does. A little bit. Or gotcha logic.
And because I ate all the other wigs.
Huh, fair enough. It's present in her, seeping its way into her willpower, starving her of all motivation and desire. That's why I chose not to blame myself for her actions. All I did was untie the knot.
And because I ate
here
all
I
the
am
other
now.
wigs. That's 286.
Here I am now, wondering if that knot was even worth untying for my sake. I slowly walk over towards the exit. Sarah is still crying loudly. The memories of her past flash back to me. They feel real, yet she herself doesn't. Now I don't know which I should value more. I turn back around and give Sayori one last look. This character, my best friend, you can hear me, can't you? No, I can't. End of Act 1. What an interesting act. Whoa.
I already don't like you. Yo.
What a way to end the Act 1.
What the fuck?
What?
Thank you for the sub at D Bosco.
Appreciate the sub. So Monica's angry about this.
W stream.
Okay, we're gonna save here. However, I'm also gonna load this and just do like a quick.
I already don't like this D Bosco person.
We're gonna save it here, just so we can start off with that.
I feel like really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I see that, and understandable. I am a little bit too. But anyways, we're gonna end it off there, and we're gonna start back up with it tomorrow. Alright. Well, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That was Doki Doki Friday. And first stream with this camera. You guys got to see my hands for once. Well, I mean, if you're in the Discord, you already got to see them before, but, you know.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. If you want to see the keyboard before I end it off. Alright. Now, with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!